Welcome back in the basement with Bubba. Today we're talking about paint. And one of the biggest topics I want to talk to you today, we're going to try to make it a short video. We're not going to go on forever. Keep it under 10 minutes or less. But we're going to talk about why one coat paints are a gimmick. Why I don't use them. I have used them on request. And I did explain to the customer, okay, if you're just looking for a one coat paint job, here's why you may or may not want to do it. I'm going to discuss that. And then we're also going to tell 3 paints I suggest you use, at least 3 paints that I would recommend: a ceiling paint, a wall paint, a trim paint that's affordable, more than thorough job. We're going to discuss that. Why spend $80 a gallon on designer paints? Why you may not want to do that. I don't think you should. You're wasting your money. All right, let's start out with the one coat paints. The reason you don't want one coat paints is when painting, you do not achieve the true color. The true color and finish of the paint is not achieved until you second coat it. All right, so therefore, even though I put on the Benjamin Moore Aura, it looked great. I was impressed. It was 98% covered. I could just faintly see through it here and there, but I had to baby it on. I call baby it on. It wasn't no production painting speed. I put it on very meticulous and it looked great. However, you cannot touch up a one coat paint job because the true color, true finish is not achieved until the second coat is put on. So if you want to touch it up, forget it, because when you go back to do your touch-ups, those spots are going to be highly visible, more sheen, more depth of color. So for that reason, I don't like them. You also lose your durability. Until you get that second coat on there, you've lost a lot of durability. Even on like your exterior paints, if you're using like a Woodscape, Sherwin-Williams Woodscapes, it's an 8-year. They say that's good for 8 years on like T111, which T111 is a horrible product. That's another video. But if you're painting T111, you need to 2-coat it. One coat, you can call it 4-year coverage. 2 coats, 8-year coverage. All right. You don't get your durability without that extra coat. So there's my reasons why I stay away from one coat paints. Now, designer paints, those are just overpriced paints. They're overpriced. Do you need that Lamborghini Cadillac? What is your goal here? You want it to look good. Everybody's into that designer look. If you're running with that designer look, just simply flat paint. Use your flat paint. It's softer to the eye, but you're losing your washability, your scrubbability. I'm going to show you today. If you want to save some money, we'll get right to the point here. You want to save some money, here's some paints to use. And you can do this at any paint store, but I'm going to show you Sherwin-Williams version of the paints. My go-to paint here is the ProMar 200. Now, I saw another video, a very good painter in his 40s, paint business. He's recommending super paint. His alternative was super paint. But super paint's great. Maybe you want to use super paint on your doors and trim. Use a ProMar 200 on your walls. I've been using it for going on 35, 40 years. Love it. Does a great job. More than thorough. You got your different finishes. I'll link this back to the original video, which is kind of a boring video talking about your different finishes. The higher your sheen, the more your washability. We basically touch base. So do you want high washability? Then paint your bedroom walls in satin. All right. But ProMar 200 is going to save you. This should run you in mid-30s, $35, $40 a gallon tops. Try to get a discount. Go there on the holiday weekends. Sherwin-Williams, on the holiday weekends, they always give you the Labor Day discount, that price, Labor Day sale, that Memorial Day weekend sale. That's usually a contractor's price. You're going to get a discount. This should run about $35 to $40 a gallon. It's great paint. Emerald urethane. If you want to go real good, my choice is emerald urethane paint for your doors and trim. It's an awesome paint. In fact, I'm going to use it today. I'm going to go up and paint my baseboards in my kitchen. I got a big 5-inch, 4-inch, and it's probably 4.5-inch baseboard. And I'm going to paint that for the durability, washability, and the urethane. The urethane trim enamel works wonderful. A paint I would stay away from is, I hated it from day one. Stay away from Sherwin-Williams Pro Classic. The Pro Classic, they had a version that came out in about 1996. Very hard to work with. I remember the first job I ever used it on. Painting 6-panel doors. The corners, the 6 panels, the corners would drip. You'd paint the door. It would look wonderful as a professional painter. And you'd come back in 5 minutes and the corners are all dripping. So you'd hit them with a brush, come back in 5 minutes, and the paint tacks up in about 20 minutes. So you can't walk away. Very hard to work with. Very, very, very poor, not installer friendly. Pro Classic. Stay away from that. Do not buy Pro Classic waterborne. I stay away from waterbornes. You're better off. This emerald urethane is the go-to. On your ceilings, CHB. I got right here CHB. We'll move this so you can see it. CHB. It's a dead flat. Wonderful on your ceilings. You want your ceilings, you want those ugly butt joints and bad drywall work to disappear. CHB. And it's pretty reasonably priced. You should find that in the mid-20s. Now, I know with inflation, don't hold me to all these prices, but this should be in the mid-$20 range. $30 tops. Flat, dead flat, great dead flat, great for touch-ups. So there's my choices. If you're painting outside, aluminum siding, you got old aluminum siding, still A100. Stick with the A100 or the super paints, exteriors. Those are fine. You don't need another, stay away from paint, stay away from duration. Duration paint can be a real headache. I've had headaches with it. I told a client once, don't get the duration. Of course, she showed up with it. It was tinted. We were married to it. I put it in her bathroom. The walls bubbled. It made the undercoat bubble up. Now, I do everything right. I pole sand my walls. If your painter doesn't pole sand your walls, if you're not pole sanding your walls between coats, you need to do that. You need to knock the sheen off, the cobwebs, the dust. Pole sanding is very important. If you want to say, Bubba, what's a pole sander? I'll show you. Right here's a pole sander. Your painter should be using one of these. Here's a pole sander, a more modern triangle version, pole sander. They even make them in a circle, which didn't make much sense to me because I want to get into the corners. You need to sand in between coats. You're knocking off the dust bunnies, the fuzz. Very critical in painting. Paint prep is knocking off the boogers off the walls. Don't buy cheap roller covers. We're getting a whole nother video. You're going to have lint on your walls. Well, that sander will knock the hair off the walls from your cheap roller covers. So there you go. There you have it. There's my choices, how you can save some money. Save $20 a gallon. You don't need to go to those designer paints. I just recently saw a video on cashmere. The guy was talking about cashmere and how it would varnish or burnish, and terrible finish paint. But you're paying that top $60, $70 a gallon for these designer paints. Don't be duped by the one coat paints. Don't be duped by the designer paints. Middle of the road. Go to your paint store. Say, hey, I'd like middle of the road. Middle of the road's good with me. Don't buy the bottom line. You're just buying water. All right. So we'll wrap that up. Call it a video today. And for all my gardener, my viewers, we're going to grow the 318-pound Neptune watermelon this year. That's the world record traditional watermelon plant. We're growing that. Jackson wants to grow watermelons. In 2011, I grew a 260-pound watermelon, which was the third largest in the world, setting a site record at Ohio Valley, winning $500 for a watermelon. That's good money. And growing the pumpkins, giant pumpkins. We got more videos to come, but it's winter time. We're in the basement January. Let's talk home repairs. All right. Thanks for joining us today. I'm going to link this up to some other painting video series I'm doing right now. In our next series, we're going to talk how to touch up paint. Some tricks I've learned from some paint reps in the painting industries and from being on the job, how to touch up paints so it's not obvious, and also how to store paint. Join us for that video. But hey, it's time to go. I got to go upstairs and put some emerald urethane on my baseboards. All right, we'll talk to you soon. But check out this video. Check out this video to learn more.